Good morning, Shiloh. It's another day, a day God has given us to live and to enjoy His presence and all His blessings. And so, make that your choice today. Rejoice and be glad. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. It's your choice. It's there for you. So reach out to grab it. I will read to you this morning from the 5th chapter of the Gospel of John. And I'm not going to read all, I'm going to read down through probably about 8, 9. Sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for a feast of the Jews. Now there is in Jerusalem near the sheep gate a pool, which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here a great number of disabled people used to lie, the blind, the lame, the paralyzed. One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I am trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. I'm going to stop right there. I'll tell you the rest of the story. The rest of the story is the Pharisees. The rest of the story is the man gets up, been laying there 38 years, an invalid for 38 years. That's probably his whole life. And Jesus heals this man. He gets up, he takes his mat up, and he's going on. And then the Pharisees come on, "What are you doing? Why are you carrying that mat? This is the Sabbath." How do you miss a man who's been laying there 38 years, who's been an invalid all his life, and all of a sudden he's up and walking, and all you can think about is the Sabbath? All you can think about is this man has broke the law. You know, we can choose. They chose to be legalistic. They chose to put rules over people. They chose that the rule was more important than the person. And here's Jesus, the Son of God, heals this man. And they get so bent out of shape. What do you see when you look at the world? I got news for you. God's still in the midst of this world. And there may be times when we think the worst is happening, but I got news for you. Right in the middle of all that, God is working. And sometimes the reason we don't see it on a worldwide level is because Jesus is working on an individual level. He's working with people. He's loving people. He's caring people. Now, yes, we should be about telling people about that, but we also should rejoice and be glad because God is doing His thing. God is working in the lives of people. So quit looking at the negative. Look at the positive. Look for what God is doing. Don't want to miss that glory. Don't want to miss what God's going to do today. Don't want to miss who God's going to put in our way and ask us to touch their lives in some way, form, or fashion. Yesterday at church, it was so wonderful to know, to hear the testimony of Dennis and the way that has affected his life. It's so wonderful to know that Danielle is seeing who God's putting in her way now. and she's wanting to help. This is what God is calling us to do. It's not just live by a bunch of simple rules, but it's to live by the grace of God and share it with all those around us. Now you go and have a blessed, wonderful day, because it's the day the Lord has made. Amen.